Ever catch yourself staring up at the night sky wondering, are we alone? Well, that's what we're diving into today with Carl Sagan's Contact.
It's a classic, isn't it?
Totally. And whether you've read it 100 times or this is your first encounter, get ready for some serious food for thought. We're digging into articles, old reviews, research, the whole works.
What always gets me about Contact is how Sagan takes this huge what if and makes it feel real. Like he's drawing on his science background, weaving a story that isn't just about if we're alone, but what happens when we find out.
Right, and he doesn't just drop us into some big alien invasion scene. We meet Ellie Arroway, brilliant astrophysicist, but she starts as this kid obsessed with pi.
Which, when you think about it, is genius. Pi, it's infinite, right? But also
Yeah.
totally defined, just like the universe Sagan sets up.
Whoa, I never thought about it like that. But yeah, he's setting the stage from page 1. And look, it's not all stargazing for Ellie. Losing her dad young, dealing with a skeptical stepdad, even the science world wasn't exactly rolling out the red carpet for women back then.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But that's what makes her relatable, even inspiring. How many people push for their passions, face down obstacles, never stop questioning? Ellie just does it with, slightly higher stakes.
Okay, so things get really wild when Ellie's team at the Argus Project, basically this massive telescope setup looking for alien signals, picks up something huge. And it's coming from Vega, about 25 light years away.
Which, side note, the Argus Project.
Yeah.
Totally grounded in real-life SETI research, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Sagan blends the fiction with what's actually happening out there, and it's brilliant.
And it makes you think, like, are we listening? But, okay, back to the signal. It's not some alien opera or anything. It's prime numbers.
Prime numbers.
Yeah, divisible only by one in themselves, the building blocks of math, basically. And that's Sagan's genius. He picks a language that could be universal. If we're ever going to talk to aliens, it's got to be through something we both understand.
The laws of physics, logic, like a cosmic Rosetta Stone. Chills, man.
Right. But here's the twist, buried in this math message. A replay of Hitler's 1936 Olympic speech.
Whoa. Okay, so it's not all sunshine and roses.
Nope. It's like Sagan saying, hey, before we meet E.T., we've got our own stuff to figure out. So it's not just saying, hey, though, right? The signal, it's like a giant space IKEA instruction manual.
For something huge. I mean,
Yeah.
mind-bendingly complex, something we couldn't even dream up.
And Earth, well, we kind of lose it, predictably. Apocalyptic cults, alien invasion theories, governments wanting to weaponize it. Tuesday.
Oh, Sagan nails that. It's not just about the science, it's how we react to it. All our flaws, anxieties, right there on the cosmic stage. Makes you wonder, if that day comes, will we handle it any better?
Here's hoping. But in this story, something cool happens. Amidst the chaos, humanity pulls it together. Scientists, governments, everyone pooling resources to build this thing.
The machine, they call it. And it becomes this symbol, right? Like we achieve the impossible, but have no idea what we're even doing. Reaching for the universe, but are we ready for what's out there?
And then 5 people get picked to go inside. From all over, different beliefs, backgrounds, like Sagan saying whose perspective matters most when facing the unknown.
It's such a Sagan move.
And guess who snags a spot? Our girl Ellie. But it's not all one small step. There's real fear, the chance they're never coming back.
And talk about a trip. Wormholes, things that bend the laws of physics as we know them. Pure imagination fueled by real science.
Okay, hold on. For those of us who didn't ace astrophysics, wormhole 101.
Imagine folding a piece of paper, right? So 2 points touch that were far apart. A wormhole's like that, a shortcut through space and time, maybe even faster than light travel.
So, cosmic shortcut to the other side of the universe. Talk about a commute. But they don't end up where anyone expects. Instead, the center of the Milky Way, face to face with, well, something we can't explain.
And it goes beyond aliens, right? This is about what's real. Maybe our whole understanding of reality is just one tiny slice of something much bigger.
Whoa. But Sagan brings them home eventually. Though, triumphant return, this ain't. Imagine the craziest experience, but you can't prove it to anyone.
Especially since their trip, days long for them, seemed instantaneous back on Earth. Time, reality. All gets kind of wibbly-wobbly.
Like waking up from a dream, but that feeling, that knowing, it sticks with you. How do you even process that, let alone convince anyone?
And that's where faith versus evidence comes in. Some truths, even if you live them, they don't fit in a neat little box for science to explain.
Tough spot for Ellie, a scientist through and through. Data, proof, that's her world. But what happens when the biggest thing you've ever experienced defies all that? And this is where things take a turn. Remember Ellie's whole pi obsession? Well, it turns out that might be the most important thing ever.
It's perfect, really. Pi, beautiful, mysterious, at the heart of math. The language of the universe, basically.
Okay, so while Ellie's trying to make sense of it all, she remembers something. While she was out there, she talked with someone who looked exactly like her dad, who'd passed away.
Whoa. Okay, so now we're talking consciousness. What's real, life after death, the whole deal.
Right, but it's what this presence tells Ellie that sends her down a whole new rabbit hole.
What's that?
This being, it suggests there's a message, right? But not just any message. One woven into the fabric of reality itself, hidden in pi.
You're kidding? Like, in the numbers.
Buried deep, deeper than anyone's ever looked. Talk about a needle in a haystack, but Ellie, she's not giving up.
Because if it's true, I mean, we're not just talking alien signals anymore. We're talking about a message written into the universe itself.
And get this. After crunching numbers like crazy, she finds it. A pattern, ones and zeros. And when you arrange them just right...
It's a long shot, but...
What does it look like?
A circle.
A circle. Of course. It's so elegant, you know?
A circle. The most basic shape, but it's everywhere. Timeless, complete, and it was hidden within pi all along. Mind-blowing.
For Ellie, it's proof. She wasn't imagining things. The universe has got a deeper order, even if it's beyond us right now. So what's the point? The signal, the machine, the trip? Sagan doesn't exactly give us a neat answer.
And that's what's so great. Contact isn't about easy answers. It's about the big questions, the mystery, accepting that we might never know everything.
Maybe the real message is the journey, right?
Yeah.
That drive to explore, to understand whether it's space or ourselves.
Exactly. And like Ellie, we got to stay curious. You never know what you'll find if you just keep looking up.
This has been incredible, but we've only scratched the surface. Now it's your turn. What blew your mind? What questions are still buzzing around in there? Keep exploring and never stop reaching for those stars.